to an insightful discussion with Dr. Kang and Dr. Jaishankar, cutting through the noise to make sense of a changing world. Thank you.
So, let me get started on a lighter note. Minister Jaishankar and I have met many times over these years since my foreign minister days, but he has stayed external affairs minister throughout these many years. I have changed my hat several times. So I first from foreign minister, then as a candidate lobbying to become a head of a UN agency, came here to support, ask for for India's support, lost miserably, and in hindsight, I'm so glad I lost that because then I could take up the opportunity to work with Asia Society, which is a small but a very mighty nonprofit organization whose mission is to deepen understanding and bridges to Asia and to deal with the challenges that are unfolding in Asia. Very proud of the work that's being done by Asia Society and Asia Society policy colleagues here in India, which is to deepen understanding, highlight India's place in the regional scheme of things and the global scheme of things. And I very much hope that that is of unique value to the Indian government, Indian business leadership, and Indian key players in every sector of society. As I said, Minister, you are still the External Affairs Minister, probably one of the longest serving foreign ministers by now. No? One of the
Many others much longer.
But I think
I'm
probably,
not even competing with some of them.
I know, but probably the most widely admired, I have to say. Perhaps I'm subjective because my work is looking at Asia, and certainly in the Asian scheme of things, Minister Jaishankar stands very tall. And so I think from my perspective, most widely admired is a right description. You came to the GA last year and visited us and gave a wonderful speech at Asia Society. And I have to say that the video of the full session is the most watched YouTube program by far of that session, and it continues to be today. So a very articulate advocate of India's place in the global scheme of things. And this at a time when India is rising and with heft. And I always say this is a good period to be India, to be Indians. And under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, great transformation taking place as a nation with reforms and an articulate face of that country in the form of Minister Jaishankar. So just to say, very delighted and honored to have another opportunity to engage with the Foreign Minister in my capacity as Asia Society President now. But to set the context for our conversation today, I think it's a challenging context, we all know. Asia, in the age of geopolitical churn, and we use that term churn. I didn't decide, but I think the team here decided this is a period where that expression churn is appropriate. It's not just change, but change that is really gets to the fundamental levels of geopolitics, international relations, global governance, and so on and so forth. It's been fluid for many years. But then you had also conflict, interstate conflict, flaring up in the form of the war in Ukraine. Technological competition heating up. The fight over resources also heating up. And so it's become an age of tough competition all around, and we know that the AI is the issue of the day. Then, of course, most recently, we have President Trump returning to office and taking a very unconventional approach to the pending issues of peace and conflict of the day. So, you know, his agenda clearly is to realize MAGA, to make America great again, and project that in the global.